about the opportunity to come back to a place where I spent over a decade. When it came time to plant roots and start a family, we wanted to do it right here in Ohio. This is where I learned my values. This is where I learned my appreciation for television news. What excites me most about it is being able to tell people stories. I spent a number of years in Cleveland and Cincinnati, and it's given me an opportunity to see every corner of the state. I want to empower our communities and redefine what a news channel can be.
Good morning, everyone. Our current time is 8:10, and we're continuing to watch widespread precipitation that starts off as rain, which is primarily what we're still seeing along and southeast of I-71. So some heavy rain right now for Akron, but likely within the next 20 minutes or so, you're going to transition over into more sleet and freezing rain. We're seeing that right now for Worcester, and sort of this split here where western Cuyahoga County has now completely made that change over into snow. But if you're watching from maybe Solon, even over toward Mayfield, Garfield Heights, still seeing a little bit of that sleet and freezing rain, leading to some slippery conditions on our roads. And then behind that, places like Lakewood, Rocky River, really seeing some of that heavier snow starting to pick up. Same goes for downtown Cleveland at this point. Now that is leading to some visibility concerns. We've seen some pockets of fog down to around a quarter mile or less with that resultant visibility. And best case, we're talking around a couple of miles. So if you are going to be traveling this morning, slow it way down. Give yourself plenty of extra time. Speaking of that fog, look how poor that visibility is. Looking back toward downtown Cleveland, cannot even see the skyline, which we would be detecting from our Earth Cam right in the middle of your screen. Things are not looking much better right now for Akron. We can, on top of that, see these strong gusty winds that are making these falling temperatures feel a lot colder. So right now, we're still seeing some readings in the upper 30s to right around 40. But for most of us, that front has passed and temperatures have been falling. Now, we're not going to see these numbers continue to plummet, but gradually drop off over the next several hours. But something to keep in mind, we're seeing those wind gusts up around 15 to 25 miles an hour this morning, making it feel even colder. So our wind chills largely are going to hang out in the teens for the better part of the day. You can see that slow drop off in our temperatures by midday. Many of us back down in the 20s, and that's by and large where we're going to hang out throughout the afternoon. With the continuation of the snow, not just this morning, but into this afternoon, many communities under winter weather advisories. That goes until early tomorrow morning. We're going to continue to see widespread snow over the next several hours, lightening up just a little bit as we head into the afternoon.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky says the U.S. and Russia cannot discuss his country without involving Ukraine. Saturday's message comes after President Donald Trump had a phone call with Russian President Vladimir Putin on the war. Our national political correspondent Harry Lee reports.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky talking to the media this weekend amid the Munich Security Conference, where leaders from more than 70 countries gather to discuss international conflicts. The biggest focus this year is on Russia's 2022 invasion of Ukraine and President Donald Trump's vow to end it by making a deal with Russia. Trump held a 90-minute call with Russian President Vladimir Putin last week.